freezing. Lauren, are you okay?
You know, with Halloween coming, I was thinking about some of my favorite scary movies. Movies like The Exorcist 3, which I think is totally underrated, but that's a conversation for another day. But one of the actors in that film is Brad Dourif, and Brad Dourif appeared in an episode of Millennium. He appeared in the first season episode Force Majeure. Now, this is one of those episodes that I think does a really good job of foreshadowing what's to come in season 2 of Millennium, even though at that point they really had no idea that that's where they were going with the show. But still, what you have is a very intriguing, mysterious episode that still kind of creeps me out to this day.
On May 5th, 2000, 7 inner planets aligned for the first time since the Great Flood. Uranus hit the meridian of its epicenter, Earth, the focus of the biggest gravitational tug-of-war in 6,000 years. Catastrophic Earth changes on alignment day, preceded by abnormal weather patterns now as stresses build. Example, hurricanes, Edward, Andrew, Andhra Pradesh, Bay of Bengal. Example, the Sahara Desert advancing 70.7 meters per year. Example, Lima earthquake, 7.3, Loma Prieta, 7.1. Irian Jaya, 8.0. Example.
The hailstorm.
Exactly as predicted.
You mean prophecy?
I mean scientific fact.
One thing you have to keep in mind when you're watching an episode like this is that obviously this is referring to a day that has already passed. May 5th, 2000 is long gone, and as we know, the world didn't end. There was no major apocalyptic flood or anything like that. So, on the one hand, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, of course. I don't think any of us really thought in 1996 that we were really going to be seeing the end of the world in the year 2000. Some did, whatever. But as it goes, this is still a very creepy and very well done episode. And even though I can look at it and kind of laugh at the fact that the world didn't end in the year 2000, I can still enjoy the episode for what it is, especially because of the performances given. I think every actor in here, from Brad Dourif to the creepy guy in the iron lung to even the local sheriff in the morgue, they all come across very believable, very well acted, and it's just one of those really well put together episodes that I enjoy watching.
Gentlemen, welcome to the realm of the truly bizarre. She's a high school senior, by all indications a virgin. And she's super ovulated.
There are 7.
7 mature egg follicles where there should be 1.
They're the same, the 2 girls.
Right. They've got to be sisters.
Identical twins.
Frank, they're not the same age.
7 years apart. Identical offspring. Being ready for the cataclysm on May 5th in the year 2000.
I think one of the things that really stands out in my mind as to why this episode is so creepy is the fact that it talks about Nostradamus, prophecy, and all those kinds of things, but at the same time it talks about how they're backed up by scientific fact. It even throws out little nuggets, like when Moses turned the Nile into blood. It could have been caused by volcanic ash, turning the water blood red. Little things like that that make you go, you know, even if you're not someone who's really into religious and believes a lot of those religious connotations, there's a scientific fact of these things happening. And if you are religious, and you do understand a lot of that religious reasoning, then the fact that the science proves that some of this stuff happened or could have happened makes it that much creepier when you're talking about what's to come. So again, even though May 5th, 2000 is so far in the past, it's almost laughable that they talk about it being the end of the world. The way everything is kind of structured here, and the way they pull everything together in this story, and the way it's acted, the music, and everything else, just makes it a winner of an episode.
I want you to understand.
Noah was an insane man until the rains came. And that day the flood began. All the people who had cheered showed up. Imagine that scene. The chaos, the violence. People who had taunted Noah just hours before, now willing to commit any vile act to secure a seat on his boat.
Now, besides Brad Dourif's hair in this episode, one of the really creepy things is the Iron Lung guy's eyebrows. I mean, seriously, did you see? Oh my gosh, look, get away. Ugh. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this look at Force Majeure. And if you have any comments about the episode or about our review, make sure you stop by backtofrankblack.com and leave comments in the thread for this post. Now, next week, because of it being Halloween, we're going to take a look at The Curse of Frank Black. In fact, The Curse of Frank Black is going to be all over backtofrankblack.com. So if you have any comments, any insights to The Curse of Frank Black, anything you want to say about it, make sure you stop by backtofrankblack.com and leave your comments, because I want to use them in next week's episode. You can also, if you're watching us on YouTube or Blip TV, you can leave us comments there. Or you can stop by my website at vglosers.com and leave comments there, wherever you want to do it. But we want to hear from you and put your comments about The Curse of Frank Black into next week's video. So again, thanks for watching, and remember, the time is now.